David Mueller, 666 here. Here it is. North Korea's foreign minister said on Monday that U.S. President Donald Trump had declared war on North Korea, and Pyongyang reserves the right to take countermeasures, including shooting down U.S. strategic bombers, even if they're not in the country's airspace. The whole world should clearly remember it was the U.S. who first declared war on our country, Foreign Minister Ri Yong-ho told reporters in New York. Since the United States declared war on our country, we will have every right to take countermeasures, including the right to shoot down the United States strategic bombers, even when they're not inside the airspace border of our country. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, folks. These are dangerous days, folks. These are hydrogen bombs they're talking about using on us. We are the targets, folks. We are the targets. Oh, no, folks. Oh, gosh, Minnie, Daisy. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, Minnie and Daisy and oh, my dear hair. Oh, gosh. Oh, oh, oh. Paxi Romana. This is Paxi Romana here. Paxi Romana. Piece of Rome is what her name means. Piece of Rome. I named her Paxi Romana. She's got that peace sign there. See that? See that sign there? Paxi Romana. What are we going to do, Paxi? Oh, I love you, Paxi. I love you, Paxi. What are we going to do? Hydrogen bombs, folks, are talking about. Dropping us human beings. What are we going to do? What are we going to do, folks? What are we going to do? This is a very distressful situation to be in. They're talking about dropping hydrogen bombs on us human beings. Surely it would be a target here in St. Louis, Missouri. You know, Trump, sure you can destroy North Korea, but do you think those other nuclear powers are going to sit back and watch that happen? Trump, don't you think they're going to respond too and retaliate as well? Please put them nuclear bombs in the sun. Please ship them all to the sun where they belong. That's where nuclear power belongs, is in the sun. Out here that warms us every day and grows our crops and stuff. That's where the nuclear weapons belong. In the sun. You guys are deranged. You guys are out of your skulls. You need to step down from power now. Says David Mueller, 666 989 North Briegel, Columbia, Illinois. Phone 618-304-6284. Sancti Michael Archangeli, defende nos imperio, contra iniquitium et insidious diaboli, esto praesidium, imperit illisus, supplicate deprecor, took away bring caps militae, caelesti satanum, aliesque spiritus malignos, equipitrationum animarum, providetur in mundo, divina virtute, and infernum detrite. Sciutus sante, de Jupiter omnipotens, et spiritus sancti angeli, et spiritus sancti, to descende nos, to restore justice, to restore bon vitae aeternae nostre, amen. So mote it be, amen, saith David Mueller, 666. Me, this guy here, coming to you. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, folks? My car's conked out. My air conditioner conked out. I have 95 cents. Folks. But I have my Mount Olympus over there, my Mount Mueller here in Judea, in the kingdom of Judea. I am King David here in Judea. These guys here, they're nuts. When they talk about using hydrogen bombs on us, I declare my independence. I am King David of Judea. I'm here in Egypt, in southern Illinois. That's right. When they start saying hydrogen bombs, Let's lob them on human beings and other organisms on the earth. I say no way, Jose. I say no way. You guys need to step down. You guys need to get on the dope now. You guys better start doing the dope now. Get your thinking straight. You're crazy. Trump, Kim, England, France, China, Israel, all you nuclear powers on earth, you're nuts. You don't threaten human beings with hydrogen bombs. You step down from power now. You're incompetent. You're not in your right minds. Step out of power now. Let's circumambulate 989 North Briegel here. I declare myself sovereign here. This is my kingdom of Judea here. This is my White House. This is the White House at 989 North Briegel. I suggest people follow me and don't follow these guys who are ready to lob hydrogen bombs on your cities that you live in. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. He's bringing out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. His truth is marching on. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. Scott Air Force Base, give me air cover here. If not Tel Aviv, give me air cover here. That's what I said, but now I don't know. I know I'll ask Celestia to do that. Seventh Heaven Celestia, give me air cover. Give me air cover here in Egypt, Southern Illinois. Because these world leaders here in these nations, they're bonkers. I declare them corrupt and incompetent. I declare them dissolved now. I'm David Mueller 666. I declare them null and void. I declare their nations null and void here now. They're out of their minds to think that they would use hydrogen bombs on human beings and the other living organisms here on Earth. They're nuts. They belong in the sun. That's where that fission and fusion takes place, is up here in the sun. It keeps us alive and warm here in the summer, grows our crops, keeps us alive for thousands of years here in between the glaciers, the glaciations that come, the ice ages. I suggest they take all those bombs, send them to the sun. That's where they have fission, fusion reactions. That's where they belong, is in stars like the sun, like Sol up there. That's where that's supposed to take place, not here on Earth, not on this blue marble here, where these miracles occurred, where these organisms have lived for millions of years, billions of years, and evolved like this. No, not here. How dare you? How dare you threaten this Mother Earth here? How dare you threaten our home? The service people here? There may be people in the cross, we don't know. Maybe it's a hollow earth, who knows? That's what some thought it was. That's what Admiral Byrd thought it was, a hollow earth. There's people inside the cross too who would be affected by this. This threat of hydrogen bomb warfare. Hydrogen bombs, doomsday weapons potentially. They could be anywhere from a tactical weapon of a few kilotons to one of many megatons. They could take out entire regions on Earth. These are real. You folks who think it's a flat Earth, think we didn't go to the moon, you think we don't have these bombs? I think we do. I think they got thousands of them right now. These maniacs in these nations, they need to step down from power now. They need to go in for psychiatric examinations now, that they would contemplate using hydrogen bombs on human beings. Whatever nation they're in. Any nation. They need to be dissolved now. This is David Mueller, 666, demanding that they step down now by the authority granted me by the kingdom of Celestia, seventh heaven Celestia, up there, folks. You will not lob around hydrogen bombs on my earth. You will not. I forbid it. I'm taking control now. You're obviously out of your minds. Trump, Kim, the rest of you. You're out of your minds. You're morally corrupt. You're gone. You're oh, I could go on and on about it. I'm not sure I'm going to be loved. Be like my name is beloved David. I'm going to be loved. I'm going to be loved. I've said what I need to say now. No. No hydrogen. Just say no to hydrogen bombs on our cities. Like St. Louis, Missouri, near where I live, 10 miles away. Say no to hydrogen bombs here. Because Trump, you can wipe out North Korea, I'm sure. But do you think all the other nuclear nations are going to just sit by while you do that? And not have a problem with your unipolar world there? Do you remember the doctrine was mutually assured destruction, Trump? Do you remember that one? Because I fear that's what you'd be facing, Trump. I fear that St. Louis, Missouri here won't exist then anymore. It'll be a pile of rubble, a nuclear wasteland. I would suggest units in the U.S. military and the Israeli military to break off from these madmen, to listen to me instead. At Scott Air Force Base, could you please provide me with air cover? Could breakaway units please provide me with air cover as we try to accomplish this goal of transferring governance to someone who is sane, like David Mueller, 666, a sane, rational man who would not lob hydrogen bombs on our cities, on our human beings, on our organisms, on these beautiful trees and birds and plants that we rely on here, that took billions of years to form and evolve and live. I'm quite sane, quite rational. But I will need help. I will need help. Don't threaten our Earth with hydrogen bombs, whoever you are. Whether the United States or North Korea or China or Israel or England or France or any of the other nuclear power, any of that little club there, the nuclear powers, India, Pakistan, who knows who else. Don't threaten our Earth with hydrogen bombs. Don't threaten us living organisms with hydrogen bombs. Don't make all of us targeted individuals here. Don't make all of us bullseyes, because you're insane, because you're all in need of psychiatric evaluations. You all need to be stepped down now and allow someone who's rational and sane to take control. Let's fumigate. We need to smoke a lot of dope to fumigate. Get these evil spirits off the earth. They're doing us. These Satans in human bodies. Fumigate them. Fumigate them. Smoke the alkaloid plants, the holy plants. Smoke the tobacco. The tobacco vaporizer I have here will work too. Cannabis, the opium, the coca, the others. We can use synthetics even. Just get these Satans on Earth who would threaten us with hydrogen bombs. Who would threaten our fragile Earth with hydrogen bombs. See these beautiful trees over here? See that? Do you really want to see them incinerated? Did you really want to see these cells all melted down and turn into just carbon compounds? Radioactive carbon compounds? Just sit here and decay for thousands of years? In a death zone here? Do you want that? I would suggest that you military people know what I'm saying, that you mutiny now, that you engage in mutiny now, that these guys have obviously lost their minds. Those who would threaten us with these hydrogen bombs. They could be 100 megatons, folks. You know, the ones in Hiroshima were 10 kilotons. Do the math. They might use tactical ones that are 5 kilotons or 2, like when they brought down the World Trade Center, right? When they deceived the world and brought down the Trade Center with underground little nukes, little micro nukes, huh? And deceived us all, have lied to us for all these years. It seems like a plausible hypothesis to me. There's a Russian guy. He's on YouTube and stuff. I don't recall his name right at the second because I'm very distressed right now. Who had this hypothesis? It seemed plausible to me. They were brought down by micro nukes deep in the ground. We've been lied to and deceived over and over. We should have transparent governments. We should not have these state secrets. The citizens, especially in an open democracy, are supposed to have access to all the information that the government's doing, that the government should be transparent. If they're lying and deceiving to us, we cannot have a democracy. It's a lie. It's just a farce. It's a farce. That is not a libertarian democracy, as envisioned by the founders of the United States of America. That's a corrupt lie. That's a satanic government, a liar, a deceiver, a murderer, a thief. Sancte Michael Archangeli, defende nos imperio, contra iniquitum et insidious diaboli, esto praesidium, imperili Zeus, supplicate deprecamor, tu quae princeps militiae caelesti satanum, aliesque spiritus malignos, equitationem animarum, Pariatu in mundo, divino luce, infernum detride. Amen. They got me in a real fix here, real pickle. My car is out of gas. And broke down here, out of gas. They've got me penniless. My air conditioner conked out. But my goddess did get me my medication this morning. I was able to obtain medication this morning. I hope I am able to continue to do so I can continue to function and live and breathe and speak every moment of every day about this crisis that is at hand, where these crazy people are in power with hydrogen bombs and ready to use them on human beings and other organisms on Earth. They belong in the sun. The sun has fission fusion reactions like that that's beneficial to us. They are not beneficial on the surface of the earth. Quite the contrary. Quite the contrary. Bone up on it. Study up on it. Hydrogen bombs. The effects that could occur when they're dropped on our cities. When they're detonated on our urban areas. Why, this is the most urgent issue that has ever occurred in history. In the history of human beings on Earth, this moment is the most urgent moment ever. Where they were actually contemplating using hydrogen bombs on us. Look, how come I'm the only one out here saying this? How come these other folks, what do they do to us? What tranquilizing wave are they sending out that has these people totally hypnotized? Where nobody else is upset by this? Why isn't everybody in their driveway saying this? Everywhere. Why am I the only one talking about this? I'm not crazy, folks. I believe they really have such weapons. They really would use such weapons on us. Or on someone like us, somewhere else. Who other innocent people who don't deserve that done to them either. Why am I the sole voice here that shows I'm the sole one worthy of authority here? I'm the only sane person here. I'm the only sane, aware person here who knows this. In this community of 10,000 people where I live, Columbia, Illinois. Here in Egypt, in southern Illinois. I'm the only one. But where I declare now, the kingdom of UDM. There's Mount Mueller over there, where my ancestors had a farm for 200 years. My mother's name was Julia, but they called her Judy because they thought she was a Jew. I am King David of Judeam. I am DM 666. I declare my independence of you crazy guys who would drop hydrogen bombs on human beings and other organisms on Earth. I owe no allegiance to you. You owe all to me. Because I'm the only sane one among you. I'm the only awake one among you. They're all in a hypnotic daze. Look at them. No sound anywhere. Finally, a dog barked. Finally, a dog barked. What do they do to make it so quiet here? All the time. What are they doing to their minds, their brains, their nervous systems to make them so docile and so quiet while they threaten them with hydrogen bombs? Somebody better be finding out. There need to be more awake and aware and alert people than just David Mueller at 99 North Briegel, Columbia, Illinois. I mean, this is an incredible thing that nobody is concerned by this. They are actually talking about using hydrogen bombs on our cities. Like that's a rational thing to do. Like that would be a moral thing to do. that they are morally qualified to do that. These ones in power now. These ones who need to step down right now. That they are morally qualified to destroy all these trees, all these birds, all these plants, all these animals out here. And me too. In a blink of an eye. Because they're stupid ideologies. They need to get on dope now. I did drugs for 43 years. These controlled substances and other substances. Get your thinking right. That's why I know these things. That's why I'm out here talking like this. Because I did the drugs they told you not to do. Because they don't want you to be aware. They don't want you to know these things. Get on the dope now, folks. Get on the dope. And get them former leaders on that dope. Get their thinking right. It'll take a long time. I'll be 55 October 5th. 55 years of age. I've been on the dope knowingly for 43 years. That I'm out here, I know this is a crucial moment in our history. Nobody else apparently does. They're all asleep. They're all in the hypno glaze. I'm not, because I did the dope. Dope makes things easier. Makes it easier for me to endure their endless emotional abuse. Their endless abuse in general of me. It makes it easier for me to survive under harsh conditions. It makes it easier for me to know these things that I'm telling you. If you're living in a world where your leaders would contemplate putting hydrogen bombs on your cities, you need to get on the dope. You need to get them on the dope, and you need to get them out of office now. All I hear is the birds. Those birds will be eating your flesh if you don't listen to me. Those birds will be eating your corpses here in these subdivisions, in these cities, if any of them survive. Their relatives will come in areas not affected as much, and they'll eat your corpses here if you don't listen to me. These are horrific weapons. These are catastrophic, destructive weapons they want to use on us because of their ideological differences. And because of their disproportionate distribution of wealth, power, and prestige on earth. Where these ones who have heaped these riches up to themselves want to keep them to themselves. And are ready to burn people with hydrogen bombs to do so. I say it's immoral. I say it's unthinkable. I say it's criminal. I say it's crazy. What do you think? So the Trumps and the Putins can get more and more. Or the Queen of England. Or any of them. They'll have all the candy bars. They'll slap the children's wrists. Say, no. Those candy bars are for Donald Trump. They're for Vladimir Putin. They're for the Queen of England. You little kiddies. We're going to smack your little wrists and you try to get our candy bars. And then we'll burn you if you go any further than that. We'll burn your communities and cities to the ground. Because we're possessed by Satan. A murderer, a thief, a liar. Here's my neighbor. I'd like to speak to him, but then some crap about Pete. Hey, Pete, what do you say? I'm really worried about it, Pete. They're talking about using the H-bombs. What do you think?
You got no control over
it. You ain't got no control over it. Thanks for talking to me, Pete. I think we do have control over it. Us citizens of Earth. We got control over it. They just don't want us to know we do. We have a lot of control over it. We can just say like I just did, but we don't recognize your government anymore. You're the one threatening us with hydrogen bombs. That we declare ourselves sovereigns. We're kings and queens and princes and princesses. See, they used to say I was the Lord of the Flies. I had a song, Lord of the Flies. They said it was Beelzebub. A devil. No, I'm not a devil. I'm an angel. I'm the Lord of the Butterflies, I told them. And that we're monarch butterflies, as a matter of fact. We're kings and queens and princes and princesses. That these hydrogen bombs, though, they're sore flies. They're bringing death to us. Death and plague and misery. And would suck our blood. And would kill us and destroy us. And we have a right to defend ourselves from them. But I want to be love. I want the butterflies to be love. I want to be love. I may sound loud and angry, but I need to be something. People need to be awake and alert. This is a dangerous situation we're in. This is the biggest crisis I can imagine in my lifetime. They're actually speaking of using hydrogen bombs on human beings and other organisms on Earth. You people who think it's all a hoax, I don't think it is. I think they've got them bombs. That they'll really work, folks. You ones who think it's a flat Earth and think we didn't go to the moon and all this, I think that these bombs, whether that's all true or not, these bombs will really work. They will really detonate. They will really incinerate whole cities. They even have doomsday-class weapons they had developed. They destroy entire regions of Earth. Make them unlivable for centuries. Potentially. Even if only for a short period. Wouldn't it be a catastrophe? To have, for example, the breadbasket of the world here contaminated in that manner? Here in the American bottoms here, Mississippi River Valley, the breadbasket of the world. This is not right. This is not right at all. And I've said it all my life. But they said I was crazy for bringing up these issues. That I was the crazy one. Well, here we are, folks. How close are we to midnight now? Huh? North Korea just said the United States essentially declared war on them. I'd have to almost agree. I mean, sadly. But I've been pointing out that all of them need to step down from power. All of them. Let's dissolve these governments now. That would bring us to this point. That would even contemplate doing such a thing. They need to be recognized as illegitimate governments right now. And dissolved. Look at these beautiful trees. They took 50 years to grow this big. I moved here in 1967. We used to live on Cherry Street here in Columbia. My parents. My dad passed away in 1992. My mother last October 6th, the day after my birthday. My birthday is October 5th. My mom passed away. I feel she was murdered last year on October 6th. I feel that in a sense she was murdered. Look at these trees here. Look how tall and strong they are here. 50 years it took to get that way. I'll be 55 on October 5th. I should be retiring, but they've had me on this, whatever they had me on, MK Ultra program or whatever you want to call it, where I haven't even started my life yet. Where I've lived with my parents my whole life. I've never lived anywhere else but home. And then when my mother died, well, they've been trying to roust me out of here too, trying to murder me too, or get me out of here some way. And my air conditioner conked out. It's going to be in the 90s today, but it's supposed to be cool then in a few days. I'll try to tough it out for right now, maybe. Since I'm penniless. Since they've kept me in a penniless position. I've been making these YouTube videos for a number of years now. Actually, I started in 2006. Then I didn't understand how it worked. Then I did use a screen name. I used Julio Mulio, because my mom would receive this mail where she said a creditor her name wrong. Where instead of Julia Miller, they had as Julio Mulio. So I thought it would be a good internet name, and I had that for 2 years, from 2006 to 2008. I don't think it's available anymore in them videos. But all my videos, but in 2010 to now though, all my videos should still be there on YouTube. Many of them anyway. I took some of them down when I was frightened because these corrupt authorities were trying to railroad me. And at various times in fear, I took some videos down. I wanted to put them back, but then YouTube made it where they want to be put back chronologically, in the chronological order that I wanted them in. They screwed it all up, so I didn't do it yet. But most of them are there. Where they decided to say all the last 12 years I was just crazy and a dope fiend and all this. Because I worried about such things. As this crisis we're in now. I got a master's degree in sociology I earned at Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. We'll hear some policemen now. Hello? 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 Okay. So did you talk to Patton?
What's that?
Did you talk to Patton?
No, I didn't get to. He's not working today.
He's not working today, huh?
Today, but I'm going to talk to him about it because I wasn't there the other day.
Okay.
When was it yesterday that it happened?
Yes. Yes. At the Dollar Tree.
At Dollar Tree. Okay. Yeah. I'll talk to Officer Patton and find out what happened.
This is the most affordable store in town. I'm penniless.
Right.
So don't ban me from the most affordable store in town.
Yeah.
Just because they were being jerks with me.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. Like I said, and I wasn't down there, so that I don't know what happened.
What happened was I tried to take some items back, and first I had a necklace that broke. They said, well, I didn't have the UPC, but then I had a box of matches. But the plastic was removed, but it had the UPC on it. Okay. And they wouldn't take that back. I told them I couldn't breathe. It was very hot. I couldn't breathe because I have COPD. I wanted to get some medication for $1 there rather than $5 at any other store. But I didn't even have the $1. That's why I wanted to return the item. I had no money whatsoever. But then a kind woman agreed to give me $1. Okay. She gave me $1 to pay for the medication, $1 with tax. And I did that. Okay. And then the woman was going to be agreeable to it, but Patton insisted that she ban me from the store.
Okay. All right. Well, like I told you before, I'll talk to Officer Patton and find out what happened down there since I wasn't there.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
So we'll talk to him and find out what's going on.
Okay.
About that.
That's good.
Okay. What else is going on today? Anything?
I'm talking here making a YouTube video.
Oh, really?
About these hydrogen bombs.
Hydrogen bomb.
About Trump and Kim threatening our world with hydrogen bombs.
Right.
And dropping them on human beings and these trees and birds and plants and everything. And what a tragedy that would be.
Okay.
What a catastrophe that would be.
Right.
It amazes me I'm the only one talking about it.
Right.
I would think all the neighbors would be out talking about it. Because we're a target here in St. Louis, Missouri. We would definitely be a target.
Yeah.
Trump has to be crazy if he thinks he would obliterate North Korea, that some other nation isn't going to respond, and that St. Louis, Missouri wouldn't be a prime target. It would.
Yeah.
It's the 19th biggest metropolitan area in the United States, and it's tied to the defense industry and everything.
Yeah. That's understandable. Okay, so you're just out making a YouTube video?
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
All right, well,
my air conditioner conked out.
oh no.
I'm trying to find the name of the guy who fixed it last year. He was pretty affordable, but I have no money.
Did you have
And then my sister, Linda Archer, she started saying, well, she's not going to pay for it.
So it went out today?
Yeah. It went out yesterday.
Went out yesterday?
Last night.
Do you want me to try to look up some names for somebody? That
No,
might be able to-
I'm going to try to find the guy who fixed it last time.
Oh.
He's a 636 number over in Missouri, but he's real affordable.
Okay.
He was real affordable last time. But really, I'm thinking it's going to be cool in a couple of days.
Yeah.
It's October. Do I really want to get it fixed
I
now?
saw on the news after
But it gets hot
Wednesday.
sometimes in November and stuff, yo.
Yeah, I agree.
We might have an Indian summer this year like we never had before.
It's definitely unseasonably warm.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, if I can help you out finding some names or something for that, I'd be happy to do that.
Okay. If not, I'll try to find somewhere else cool. I'll go to the store or something for a while.
Okay.
And cool. I got ice cubes. I'll run water over my head from a hose or something in the back.
Okay.
I'll say cool somehow.
Okay. Well,
So in the evening it was okay last night.
yeah.
Once it got around midnight or so, that was fine. I had a fan in the window, opened the window,
Windows open.
and it had a fan going. It was beautiful. I can't believe how, we used to get a bunch of bugs in our windows when we had screens and storm windows. I took all of them out last year. Yeah. It's amazing how they'd never come there anymore.
Really?
The bugs don't come in at all when you have just one window. Like I got now because I never put them back yet.
Right. I can.
And it's amazing how these bugs do not come in the house if you just have a single window. I wonder why that is.
Doesn't make any sense.
I thought it was the light that attracted them.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the screen that attracts them or something.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
No bugs came out. The window's wide open.
You're
The
right.
door
I
wide
see
open
them
like this.
crawling up the screen all the time.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
it
nothing
is.
came in. It was very pleasant there last night.
Well, that's good. Well, hey, listen, if you're having a hard time with the air or whatever, we'll do our best to try to get you some names or try to get you some help that way.
Okay.
If you need something, come
I'm
up
also working with a social worker right now.
Oh, good.
I've contacted too.
Oh, good.
So
Okay.
see where we can go from there.
All right, Dave. Well, if there's something that we can help you with, let us know.
It's really hard though when my siblings leave me here penniless.
Yeah.
And my car's out of gas. I'm penniless.
Yeah.
That's what it needs right now is gas. It has a little leak in the radiator, but it can still be driven. I still got radiator fluid.
Oh, yeah,
I got the
I
fluid. It's just a little leak.
I see.
It'll drive if it has gas.
Right. Yeah. I gotta
But they won't give me any cash money. Yesterday, Officer Bear was very kind
Okay.
and gave me $4.
Oh, he helped you out?
And God bless Officer Bear for doing that yesterday.
Good.
That was very kind of him.
I'm glad he
That's
did
very different
Yeah.
than I'm used to with you guys. But you can understand why I don't really trust you guys. Because over the years, I had some bad experiences with you
I
guys.
can understand that.
And some of your reports, I don't think you were entirely honest about things.
Okay.
When you wrote up your reports over the years. And my mom thought that too.
Oh, really?
That they put words in her mouth that she did not say over the years.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, if there's something that
She's not here anymore. It's only me here now. It's
No,
my castle now. And
I know. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry.
my
for
sister
your
took
loss.
this to probate court. I don't think she should have because I've lived here for 50 years. It's my only. I've lived here all the time. I've never lived anywhere else but here. I believe it's my home solely. And the property's my property solely. Otherwise, how do you distinguish my mother's property from hers? She didn't report to the court.
Right.
So I assume it's mine because she did not turn it into the court to Judge Doyle.
Right.
She did not report any of this property here.
I'm scared.
As she was supposed to do. So I assume it's all my property then, right? Under the law, I believe it is.
Yeah. I mean, that seems to be.
I've lived here for 50 years. I've lived here since March of 1967. We moved here. We used to live on Cherry Street.
Oh, really?
We used to live in that white house at the bottom of Cemetery Hill.
Oh, really?
At Cherry and Ferkel.
Oh, okay.
Cherry and Ferkel we used to live.
Okay, that's where you grew up?
4.5 years old, we moved here.
Okay. You've been here
I
for
still
a long
dream
time?
about that house on Ferkel.
Oh,
Ferkel
really?
and Cherry.
Really? Huh. That's been here a long time.
I still have dreams about that house, amazingly.
Huh.
Ain't this something?
And you left there when you were 4.5?
Yeah, 4.5 years old.
Okay. Okay.
We moved here in March 1967.
Wow. Wow.
And I've never lived anywhere else.
Really?
Where my siblings have their own homes.
Yeah.
Why would they take it to probate court? Why would they just let me have my home?
Right.
You know?
I don't know. It's crazy when you get mixed
But my
up with
mom didn't
family
leave a written
sometimes,
will.
I guess. Oh, really?
But my mom said, they agreed, my mom said I can live here as long as I want to or need to. Sorry, my nose is around. I'm going to blow in a minute here.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, listen, Dave. Hey, if you're making a YouTube video, cool. You know, do what you're doing. Enjoy the day. If there's something that we can help you with, okay, as far as, you know, your air, or if you need something, let us know.
Thank you, sir.
Okay?
That's a very different attitude than you had a few years ago.
All right.
I appreciate it
David.
very much.
You take care, okay?
I understand you're under new leadership now. Maybe that helps. Thank you very much, Officer
Yes, sir.
Atherton.
You have a good day, okay?
Thank you very much, sir. That's very kind of you. So I'm going to finish this video now so I can go edit it. I'm telling my audience that.
Take care, David.
See you later, officer.